I planned on visiting Montana for 8 days, and it was a trip into the Bob Marshall Wilderness. I wanted to see the beauty of Montana and enjoy riding horses through it. We started from a place called Benchmark and got on our horses and rode to an area called Pretty Prairie in the Bob Marshall. The next day was a layover day, and we had a choice between taking an optional horseback ride or staying around camp, or in my case, going on a run. And I love trail running, and I had brought my trail shoes, and I thought this would be a great chance to take a run up into the hills. The trail was clear, and I kept going higher and higher. Eventually, I started having problems finding the trail. And I started downward, and I started almost in a bit of a panic. All of a sudden, I felt my leg slam into a log that was perpendicular, and it just was a bang. Then upon examination, I looked at my leg and I saw that my foot was wobbling and my heart just sunk. So I moved slowly down the hill. I lifted my leg, and I kept doing that over and over. I found the trail. I could barely think, and I just sat there, watching, waiting, wondering what I should do next, realizing I couldn't get to the river that it was down was at the bottom of the canyon. I was helpless. And I saw these elk crossing the trail. And then about 15 minutes later, I saw 5 horseback riders coming up the trail. They dropped me off at the Benefis Mercy flight. Saw the 2 flight nurses who were ready to help me, and they loaded me onto a stretcher, opened the back of the helicopter, pushed me in, got on board, and we took off. I was whisked into the emergency department. And that's where I knew I needed to begin my recovery. I needed to be taken care of. My doctor performed the surgery at Benefis, and I later discovered that he placed a rod through my leg, which I saw in an x-ray, and 3 screws, 2 screws near my ankle and 1 screw higher up to hold it in place. I had a pretty bad break. Everybody, the nurses, the doctors, the PA in charge of my treatment, they were just excellent. It couldn't have been better. If I had to be injured, this was the hospital I wanted to be at.
I got a text that George was found and was being airlifted to Benefis Hospital in Great Falls. Just walking into Benefis, I felt that this was a hospital. I was so glad he got to. Walking into Benefis Hospital was reassuring to begin with. It seemed to have the state-of-the-art equipment. Everybody seemed confident in whatever they were doing. It just made me feel safe.
I thought I was going to get through life without breaking a bone, but here it happened. And here I was faced with needing absolutely the best care I could possibly get. I feel I got a tremendous amount of care at Benefis. It was an excellent place for me to be at after coming in there with the injury I had. All the people who helped me, the nurses, the doctors, they were there for me. If someone were going into Benefis with a bone injury, I would tell them that they could get great care, that they're going to be served very, very well. And there are a lot of people who are going to take care of them. It has meant so much to me to be able to resume doing the things that I like doing. And it just feels great to be active again and doing that. And I couldn't bear the idea of leaving my wife, leaving my kids. And so I fought. I fought for my survival. And I fought harder for that than I ever fought for anything. And I'm forever grateful and thankful for all the staff at Benefis.